So, guys, not 100% sure if our boy Sochan is going to do a post game, but this seems like it's interesting. So apparently he talks about Chris Paul, playing with Chris Paul, the difficulties of playing with Chris Paul. I don't know. So we'll take a look at what Sochan has to do or has to say. We'll talk about today's sponsor. Shout out to BetUS for sponsoring this segment. And then we'll go over and see what Wemby had to say post game. So this is 3 minutes long. Bear with me. But I do want to listen to this. So there's a shorter version on the Spurs official YouTube, and this is the actual version. I don't know why it's short on there. Does he curse? He might curse because they cut out when he said F Houston that one time. So maybe, I don't know. You guys can't hear a word. All right, there we go. Just turned the desktop audio on.
Chris mentioned, when you guys gave him the gifts in the locker room, he mentioned that, hey, I know I'm hard to deal with sometimes. But, Wemby said he likes that unvarnished, straightforward talk that Chris does. Right.
Is that what they cut out? Hold on. Is that what they cut out? They cut out their flirting? I need to know this.
It's going to be a
Did they cut out their flirting? Come on, that shows team camaraderie. They cut out the flirting? Oh, no, they didn't. They didn't cut out the flirting. Wait, so we're missing a... Okay, this is a whole thing. Okay, maybe that wasn't a long version. Okay, it's not a long version. All right, okay, it's just me. I'm tripping. All right, let's just go to the original source. I'm so sorry, guys. Original source.
For tonight's game.
It's going to be a very physical game. They play physical. They like the paint and stuff. So, we're going to have to match that, and, we're ready for it.
No Steph, no Zach. How's everyone else going to have to?
He was ready for it.
And Kelvin, how's everyone going to have to step up tonight?
Yeah, we're limited on bodies, so, just energy, staying together, staying composed. It's going to be tough.
Chris mentioned, when you guys gave him the gifts in the locker room, he mentioned that.
I hate his hair. I like the color. I just braid it, man.
Hey, I know I'm hard to deal with sometimes. But, Wemby said he likes that unvarnished, straightforward talk that Chris does. He keeps it real.
No, exactly. But
that.
again, the reason why we appreciate it, it's coming from someone like Chris. The amount of experience he's had, I think it's all coming from good intentions. He's, accomplished everything. So it's definitely coming from good intentions, and he just wants to be the best he can be, and he wants us to be the best we can be. So it's super important to listen to him on the court, off the court. It's super important.
And for a guy with all his accolades, all his accomplishments, he's still approachable for you guys.
No, 100%. Even from day one, just asking him questions, talking to him like a normal guy. And that's the cool thing, he's a normal person, because, once you get that many accolades, you could think you're the best and stuff, but no, he seems like, he is normal, so.
That's pretty cool. And also, Chris Paul has talked about this as well, like how he's connected with young guys and how he's like best friends with SGA now. So I totally expect him to be best friends with, or at least really good friends, really great friends with some of the people he meet in San Antonio. And he's talked about himself, like how there's so many good guys in the locker room and he's not necessarily accustomed to that. So yeah, that's pretty great. Larry, why you post scissors? No, he doesn't need to cut it. Let him have his hair. I'm cool with the hair. I just don't like it. I don't know, man. I like plaits or like braiding it, or I don't know. I don't like it. Hey clan, it would be cool if Sochan would channel his inner Krusty the Clown. Okay, actually, if he did that, that would actually be really funny. But we would also have to be a little concerned at that point. We would have to be a little concerned if he showed up to the game like this. It's loading. There we go. Yeah, this would be a issue. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, that's not good if he showed up like that. That would be pretty That'll be pretty disturbing. Yeah, you need some. We need to give him some therapy. Something. He's losing. He's about to crash out. Sohan's about to crash out. I don't know what's going on. All right. Okay. So I mentioned today's sponsor really briefly here. Shout out to BetUS for sponsoring this segment, right? And sponsoring the channel for the duration of the season, man. You love it. You love to see it. So nothing related to the Spurs on here right now, right? So if you guys want to head on over to BetUS, there's some other things that you could possibly bet on, but nothing pertaining to the Spurs right now. But I was looking at the in-season tournament MVP, and I think that that's quite interesting, right? So they have SGA as undeniable champion, that he will end up getting it. But there's some that's probably pretty decent shot, right? That's not too crazy. Like I could very well see Şengün getting it. Like I could see that. That's not too out of bounds. But if you guys are interested, you just head on over to BetUS. You click on whatever you want to bet on the money line. Risk, $10. $10 to give you 60, right? You do $10 and then place that bet, and you are good to go. It's that easy. But yeah, if you guys are interested, head on over to BetUS. Use promo code YouTube150. You'll receive 150% bonus on your first deposit, 125% bonus on your second and third deposit, up to $2,000. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the next order of business here. Krusty for 3. Dude, if he did that, the whole NBA would be talking about it.
I can stop people.
That's another thing too. Hold on. That's another thing too. I want to bring this up. I probably should bring this up. So when I was talking about earlier, oh gosh, it's not in this segment, but it was earlier in this live stream. I talked about how a lot of people just create narratives when it comes to Sochan. Where last season they were like, oh, he's jealous of Wemby, right? Oh, he wants to be the guy, because he did get a lot of love his rookie season. And I'm like, dude, you are just pulling out whatever you want to pull out. I think that a reason why people said that is because, like I said, the dyed hair, right? And I think that people think that it's for attention. Right, like he does the dye hair for attention. Like obviously you want people to notice it. Obviously you want people to compliment you when you wear something nice or you do something. But like people rarely think of things like that as you're doing it like for yourself. So I think maybe it was a matter of people seeing that and saying, "Oh my gosh, he's just trying to seek attention. Oh my gosh, he's not getting the attention because Wemmy's getting the attention." And that's where their brain connected this nonsense to, right? But that's not true. That's not true. When if I go out or whatever and I want to dress nice, I mean, you dress nice for yourself. But, some people think, you 100% do it for other people. And it's like, it's probably like 20%. So, yeah, I guarantee you all the stuff that Sochan is doing, it is for himself. All right. You want to compare him to Dennis Rodman? Dennis Rodman, I don't think he did it for all the attention. He still does it to this day. Okay. And no one's really paying attention to him that much, right? He's still doing it to this day. It's just for him. Aesthetic. It's just your aesthetic. It's okay. Do whatever you want. Dress how you want. Be whoever you want in life. You only live once. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I said all that. But that's true. I don't care. Wear what you want. Who cares? But yeah, I think it's for himself. All right, moving on.
To do the travel? You're the only one that bothered to do the travel?
I like the Northwest. Good time. Chris was out, but Devin said
Ramen is a self-professed attention. Well, you know what? That's okay. That's okay too. Who cares? Just don't jump to conclusions. That's all I'm saying. Don't jump to conclusions.
In a post-game interview on TV that his influence, you guys kind of felt his influence there at the end of the game, hanging together and staying forward.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I think tonight we for sure went through a stretch that we wouldn't have survived 1 year ago. And for sure Chris has played a role in that. But I have to recognize also, the maturity that everyone got over I mean, it showed tonight. Yeah.
You guys are down 4 guys.
Okay, this is super random. This person right here, pretty sure. Well, you guys can't see it. He's holding a iPhone, I think. I need people in the chat and the comment section whenever this is up. Can you tell me one thing an iPhone does better than Android? Because I can't think of one thing. I'm not trying to make this a war. I'm just being real. All right. I owned an iPhone before, well, years ago, but like I jailbroke it just so it could be an Android. Like, can you tell me anything that iPhone does better than Android? I guess they charge you more money. That's something that they do.
Rotation guys in the lose Chris. What's the mentality?
Oh God!
Especially for
Hey,
you
I said what I said.
It looks like you guys were hunting for baskets more than you want to play within the framework, but it looks like Devin especially was hunting for buckets.
Marketing. Well, that doesn't help me. That doesn't help us that much. So.
And we need to have guys that step up, you know, in those moments. And Devin hit a huge shot at the end, and it wouldn't have. I mean, it wasn't a chance to happen if he hadn't had that mentality the whole second half. So yeah, you need to sometimes just need to, when you're down by like almost 20, you need buckets.
You got Mitch drew up the play. It looked like you were on the grease board.
One thing I noticed as well is, and it's fine. This is not like a huge criticism. It's just, I think it's just age, experience. Wembanyama last season, after every win, we didn't have many of them, but after every win, he was just so excited to the point where it was like, dang, he's acting like we just like won a playoff series or something. Like he was just so hype all the time after wins. And it seems like he's kind of calmed down a little bit, right? And I think that Chris Paul is a huge part of that, because that pushing that idea that you deserve this, that you're supposed to win. And I think we all should think that way, right? I think we should go through life thinking we're supposed to win. Like, yeah, of course I got this. I'm supposed to win, right? Good thing's supposed to happen to me. I think that's a good attitude to have. And I think by them adopting that attitude, these wins are like, yeah, this is who we are. Like, they're instilling it now. It's like, we're the Spurs. This is who we are. I mean, I think back on when we had all our success for like 20 years of having 50 plus wins. That's what the attitude was, right? It's like, yeah, they're excited that they won. Like, yes, we won. On to the next one. Yeah, we were supposed to do that. You know, like, this is who we are. And it becomes contagious. Just like losing becomes a habit, I think winning becomes a habit. This is the type of game that I think last season would have gotten their heads and they would have screwed it up. But also, we don't have the same talent either. Like, we have more talent. And, you know, that's all I got to say.
Or two, kind of pointing things out to Jeremy. Just talk about that.
Yes, Bean.
The very last play?
Yeah, the foul, picking up the foul and then hitting the free throws.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was supposed to do.
Yeah, Mitch drew that play. And, I mean, it just went as planned. I think if it wasn't a foul, it was a bucket.
How much pride do you take in having that poise at the free throw line? The free throws are so important when you knock them down pretty cool.
For me, I think it's that comes through repetition. You know, I've shot thousands of free throws since many years, so it's what I think about when I'm out there.
Do you have any thoughts on playing now?
As I mentioned to you guys, I'm like currently learning Japanese. Like, I'm super early on, just a few weeks in, and I don't know, man. This is silly. This is probably silly to say, but I think this is inspirational, right? Like, thousands upon thousands of free throws that you take, and now you're just that great at it. I don't know. I feel like anything you put a certain amount of hours into it, you end up being pretty awesome at it. So I guess I say all that to say I want to get off this video and go study Japanese now. I want to go immerse. I won't do it to you though.
That's something. My body. That's what my body feels. You know, it feels the repetition.
It's muscle memory.
Yeah, muscle memory.
Any thoughts on playing Donovan Clingan tonight, or just another young, big rookie center kind of?
Oh, Clingan looked really good. Clingan looked really good.
No, at least another large person to match up against.
I mean, the NBA is full of large people.
Yeah.
Not many quite as much as him, but so yeah, it's interesting matchups. I kind of like it because it's for me it's clear that I need to play outside.
You caught that? You caught that? So okay, all right. So this he might always be kind of this way. So he wants to shoot outside shot. He wants to play outside of the paint. Like he is actively doing that. So everyone that says that it's Sochan's fault, or that Sochan's clogging up the paint, or that Sochan is no, Wemby wants that. He always wants that. That's what his go-to is. Whether any player on the court, that's where Wemby's at. You know, so the Spurs are going to play to that hand. I guess we'll see in this next offseason, you know, how his game develops, but they're going to play into that. They're going to have to build around that if that's how he's going to play. Hopefully he gets in the paint more and grows a little bit more muscle and, you know, can take advantage. Because really, I'm not expecting him to take advantage of like some of the best defensive centers in the league under the paint. Like I don't care about that. But it does get a little frustrating when you put like a guard on him, you know, kind of like a hefty guard on him, and he doesn't really know what he can do with the ball. That bothers me. He'll get better. But just wanted to say, catch that. Yeah, acquiring. Sorry. Did I say learning? I meant acquiring Japanese. Sorry about that. Thank you, Zeke. 10,000 hours at anything makes a master. That's what Larry said. Thanks, Larry. That is true. Hi.
With all the matchup, it's not going to be as clear. So, yeah. It's fun to play against.
Vic, you mentioned the fourth quarter, but how the growth of this team in that amount of time.
Everybody's flirting. What is going on? They just all flirt with each other, man. This is how locker rooms are. Like, you think everybody's just like all tough and no. This is what they do, dude. Look at him.
Growth of this team in that amount of time.
Hello. All of them flirt.
Just the character you've shown this year and how you
Oh, hello.
Drive.
Just the fourth quarter and how you can build on that moving forward. Just set the
They
confidence to play it all
flirting.
together.
They all flirt, man.
I really loved it tonight. I think everybody did. For sure.
Hey, yo.
So,
they all flirt.
Of course, we got some fun on offense, but it'd be nothing without the defensive efforts of guys like Jeremy.
This actually shows, I mean, I know I'm joking around about it. This actually does show a really tight team. Like, they're really close to each other. That's cool. This is a really good thing. It's a really great thing.
You know, he changed the momentum of the game totally.
And we all know that. We all know this. You know, you have your boys, and y'all say something a little crazy sometimes. You know, it's normal. It's normal.
It just makes things easier, and I think we should all get inspired by that.
How'd your back hold up? Okay.
Man, I'm so glad about how it feels now because I got hit at one point and it hurt, but nowhere near as much as it used to.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's some good good thing there. Llama says, I want to flirt with Wemby, LOL. Just kidding. Ayo. No, it's okay. It's all right, Llama, if you want to. It's all right, man. That's nothing wrong with that, man. Nothing wrong with that. Well, maybe something wrong with that. Maybe something wrong with that. I guess it depends on how old you are. it might depend on how old you are. It might be something wrong with that, okay? The kid is barely 20, right? How old is Wemby? Didn't he just turn 20? The kid. I'm 22. Oh, okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. If you were gonna say, you know, you're 65, I would have been like, oh, Llama. Well, I mean, to each his own, I guess. But I'm still not over this. This is so funny. I'm still not over this. That's funny. All right. We're getting out of there. Shout out to BetUS for sponsoring this segment.